Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor.
Work out. Well, I don't know. I couldn't work out whether she had 5 dogs or 5 children. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic in saying that. It wasn't really clear at the head of the article anyway, but certainly she had a number of dogs, and one of them attacked her, as we probably read.
Yeah.
She managed to escape over her balcony, so I think she was quite close to ground level. But in fact, I think she was taken to hospital where she died.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, because if we go back a year or so, I'm sure the government said they were going to ban the XL Bully dog.
Yeah.
I think it's an American breed.
Yeah.
But in fact, I'm not sure whether that was ever really done. I mean, there is a Dangerous Dogs Act, but certainly I believe they're not allowed to be out in public without a muzzle.
Yeah.
Let alone a lead. They must be on a leash of some sort as well. But it's very, very difficult, because it's obviously one has to have a lot of sympathy with. I mean, she was a young mother. I'm sure she was a perfectly decent woman. And we read these stories, and I can't help but think sometimes, for some reason, people want to keep what is effectively a wild animal. We wouldn't keep a lion in our house or anything of the sort. But clearly, some of these dogs are dangerous. And I think the point is, it's one thing, isn't it, if a member of the public gets killed, and that does happen sometimes, who just is attacked out in public, or a child particularly. But very often it is the owners. And, for my part, if the dog is going to attack anybody, then it probably is fair, if that's the way to put it, that it is one of the owners. But it's still a huge tragedy, and to me, a needless tragedy. Just a final point for me, I think that, governments typically say they're going to do things and end up not doing them, certainly the last one. But it's almost as if, because the politicians know that Britain is very much a nation of dog lovers, which is like many other countries as well. Say France, for example, is the same. I think they're a bit wary of clamping down what they might think is too hard for fear of losing the votes again. So I don't know whether that's a relevant thing or not. But all I do know is, unless this is really taken in hand, then once a week, once a fortnight, we're going to keep reading that somebody has been killed, either by their own dog, most likely by their own dog, or by someone else's dog. So, I think the government have got to get very tough on this.
Yeah. Sophomore?
Honestly, my view is a bit of a mixed reaction, in the sense that it's very hard to tame human beings.
Right.
Not alone dogs.
Yeah.
And especially those XL Bully that a lot of people have it in their homes right now. And the government says they've banned those dogs. Those dogs are very, very vicious. And you, being an owner, knowing that these dogs are very vicious and these dogs have been banned, why keep these dogs? Why keep these dogs when you know you cannot tame them? And sometimes these dogs, they just switch sometimes. You could be living with the dog for over 10 years. And once they switch, it's very hard for you.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deep Stuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deep Stuff Radio Facebook page.